Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman. In today's video, we got some awesome replays to share with you guys from this last raid weekend. Now, I know we said we were going to be in Capital Hall 4, but I left our clan open over there in the mini, and we had a ton of players come in there, join randomly, and they did all the raids, so I had no raids left to do in Capital Hall 4. So we're back on our main account. We've got a Capital Hall 10 full perfect solo raid on deck, guys. Let's jump right over here to take a look. As you can see, we got almost 1,600 capital raid medals. We got almost 1,000,000 capital gold. 10 raids completed, so a pretty good weekend. Went back into Titan 3, gained 128 trophies, and we had a lot of accounts over the 30K mark. Now we're going to be taking a look down here at this raid number 9, where we did have a perfect war with 19 hits. And as always, guys, we're going to be starting from the bottom and working our way up. So we're going to be starting out in Goblin Mines. All right, guys, let's jump right into this first hit on Goblin Mines. We're coming in with one of my classic favorite armies. We've got the Mountain Golem with the Endless Haste spell. We've got 2 graveyard spells. And to support the Mountain Golem here on Goblin Mines, I like to go with the Super Miners. You have a ton of these Goblin Throwers around the map, and all those Goblins are a nuisance, especially for Hog Raiders. You won't get much out of your Hog Raiders, so I found that the Super Miners give you a lot more value. So I've got a couple Barbs and a Battle Ram as well. We want to create as many skeletons to help provide tanking for our Mountain Golem. Now right here, we're going to start running into this first Goblin Thrower. We went ahead and put down our Super Miners to go in here and help start taking those goblins out as quickly as possible. Allow our Mountain Golem to be protected. Move on up here. Get some great value. We've got the graveyard spells creating more skeletons for tanking as well. And as you can see, we are pushing right here, right through the base nicely. Our Mountain Golem still has quite a bit of health. So we're going to be able to get even more buildings down right here. And really, this is the key. You want to push through as many of these Goblin Throwers as possible so you do not have to face them on your second hit, guys. And right now, we're over 40%, over 5,000 capital gold, so that's really nice. Got really fortunate to take out this single Inferno before it did major damage to our Mountain Golem. And now we're going to finish up right here, close to 50%. The death damage actually takes out that Wizard Tower, so really nice. But over 6,000 capital gold because we took out so many of those Goblin Throwers. Now you can see there are only 2 on the map, but only 1 has Goblins remaining. And that's the one we're going to use our Frost spell along with that multi-cannon in the core. We're going to place our couple graveyard spells on the back side here. And now we're going to let our Mountain Golem do a little bit of work. We want that Mountain Golem to go right here in the core and take out these 2 Crushers along with that Bomb Tower. And now when that splash is down, now we want to start utilizing our graveyards. And so we've got the Super Miners coming in on the backside. I send in my 1 Hog Raider here because we don't have to deal with those Goblins. And as those troops are working their way through here, they're going to start creating some more skeletons to provide tanking. Our Mountain Golem is close to full health. There's nothing that can hurt our army at this point. It is a done deal. Look at all these trash buildings here just for cleanup's sake. That is a very nice and easy 2-hit triple. And we're going to get almost 11,000 capital gold from this hit. Very nice. Right there you can see the raw power of that Mountain Golem. All right, guys, next up we've got Skeleton Park. This is a great district to use the Mountain Golem on. And we're going to be using pretty much the exact same army, but this time we're going to be switching up. We're going to take out those Super Miners and go back to one of my classic armies where we have the 5 Hog Raiders and 3 Super Barbs. And right now we're just going to be patient, let this Mountain Golem clear out this right-hand side, see what pops up over here. We get 1 Mega Hidden Tesla. That is no problem for the Mountain Golem. Another Mega Hidden Tesla pops, so that's great. We're going to be able to take out both of those. Going to throw a graveyard spell down around this mini minion hive. Start bringing in some Hog Raiders because we want to start spawning skeletons and providing some tanking for our Mountain Golem in the core. Another Mega Hidden Tesla, so we've already taken out 3 of those so far. Our Golem has quite a bit of health. He's going to be able to move up here and start taking out quite a few buildings. we're going to place a graveyard spell around this giant cannon on the top side. I did have a couple of hog raiders up there, so we brought those in, trying to get to that giant cannon, but we're not going to get it taken down. But our mountain golem in the core takes out that rocket artillery, and as you can see, we have done a great job. Over 50% of this district taken out. Anytime you can get to the halfway point in your first raid, you've got to be thinking that you're going to hit that 2-hit triple. So we're going to fast forward here, let these last few skeletons die out, and get on to the second stage of this hit. And as you can see right here, we got our mountain golem down. We're going to use our graveyards around this rocket artillery. We're going to use our frost around that mini minion hive and those buildings in the backside. You can see all those bomb towers. Now we want to start bringing in our hog raiders a little bit early right here, so we can start providing some skellies from these graveyards to provide tanking for our mountain golem. I'm also going to save some of our hog raiders for the top side up here around 12 or 11 o'clock. Bring them in, take out this giant cannon. They're going to be able to take out that top side. When they do die, they will be able to spawn some skellies to come in here and take out these trash buildings. And as you can see, our mountain golem has tons of health, guys. A nice and easy 2-hit triple. Once again, the mountain golem is the king right now of the clan capital. If you're not using him, you are missing out, guys. All right, next up, we're going to go to Golem Quarry. And of course, we're going to continue with the mountain golem. I mean, it works so flawlessly. Why would we use anything else? Got our endless haste spell. This time we're going to place our 2 graveyard spells around both of these blast bows. We want to get those taken out as quickly as possible. I've got a few troops coming in the core, trying to create some pathing. I'd like that mountain golem to work up this right-hand side as much as possible. Now on the bottom left, I don't know if you saw down here at 6 o'clock, we've got a blast bow. We can easily take that out with a couple of hog raiders, get nice value there. Our mountain golem, in the meantime, takes out this rocket artillery. It does not path up to that top blast bow, but luckily our skeletons are in that dead zone, so they're able to take out that blast bow. That's great value. Our mountain golem is going to be able to come over here and take out this second blast bow. So we got both blast bows down. We've already taken out, I guess 3 blast bows down. We've already taken out 2 or 3 of the rocket artilleries at this point. We have just crushed this district. As you can see, we're over 6,000 capital gold. We still have a few skellies taking out some buildings here. We're going to speed it up just so I can power through, but you can already see this district is done, guys. It is a matter of cleanup. 2/3 of this district is gone in our first hit, and these graveyard spells only get stronger as they go, so this is just a formality at this point. Going to bring in our mountain golem. Probably could have just brought in 2 frost spells, but we brought in 1 frost spell with the 2 graveyards. Again, we're going to start bringing in some hog raiders just so we can spawn these graveyard spells. Make sure our mountain golem is protected. Try to preserve as much health on him as possible so we get the maximum bonus after this hit. And you can see we still have most of our hog raiders up as well. There's just nothing here to defend, guys. So we're going to zoom in. Just take a look at this mountain golem. He's going to end this with an exclamation point. Nothing can stop me, he says. Next up, we're going to jump over to Balloon Lagoon. Balloon Lagoon, another nice map for the mountain golem. Right here, we're going to provide just a little pathing for our mountain golem. We want the mountain golem to go on the top side to the right. So you just got a barbarian and a couple hog raiders in here to clear out this trash to the left-hand side. And this top side at the right is so nice for this mountain golem. Look, there is nothing there that poses any kind of real threat to this mountain golem. So it's just like they're giving us so much capital gold for nothing right here. So we're going to get the maximum pathing here, take out tons of buildings along the way, and that is just a really easy, relaxed way to start your raid here. Continue to let this mountain golem work. We still have both of our graveyard spells. We're going to place them down into these core defenses in just a minute. Now we do have these single infernos in here. That's where it gets tricky on Balloon Lagoon. We got 1 graveyard spell around that single inferno, another one around this first rocket artillery. We're going to start bringing in our hog raiders. Once our mountain golem gets close in here, we don't want the single inferno to lock right onto our mountain golem. So you can see right there, we got some nice tanking. We got some skeletons popping up to provide tanking. Our mountain golem does target the district hall instead of going for the single first. But no worries, he takes out the single as well and is keeping on going. Can we get this rocket artillery? Yes, we can. This mountain golem is meaning business. And look, guys, the same story as the last district. We are 2/3 done with this district. There's nothing left. Again. So again, it's just a formality at this point. The mountain golem is too strong for clan capital. We've got him using our endless haste from the first attack. We've got a frost, 2 more graveyard spells. Now our mountain golem is pathing toward this single inferno. So we're going to start bringing in our hog raiders a little soon right here, but we want to make sure the mountain golem does not get locked on. That would be a colossal mistake right here. Instead, we get that single inferno taken out, guys. And look, we still have tons of hog raiders left. The mountain golem is full health. This district did not stand a chance. And really, guys, it's just not fair using the mountain golem. But he is so good right now with the endless haste spell. Most districts are a nice 2-hit, and it's not even close at this point. Yeah, boy, we'll take those all day. All right, guys, next up, Builder's Workshop. Now, this is one of my favorite districts to attack with Super Dragons, but I'm going again with the Mountain Golem. The theme of this video, the Mountain Golem, is too OP, so we're going to continue to abuse the Mountain Golem where it makes sense. Got a few troops in here just for funneling. We want to push this Mountain Golem up the right-hand side as far as possible. Got our Graveyard Spell clear up here by that far giant cannon up toward 12 o'clock. Just going to be patient right here. We don't want to waste our graveyard spells, so we're just going to wait till our mountain golem starts to engage right here. Now we're going to bring in our hog raiders, start spawning some skeletons, providing some tanking. On the bottom side, I do have a couple hog raiders coming in there with a barbarian to clear out a few trash buildings for pathing for our second hit. Continue to sprinkle in our hog raiders on the top side and barbarians where we can. And again, look at how much value. We're at 50%, and look at the health of our mountain golem. Oh my gosh, he's like at 3/4 health. We have so much of the base taken out, and the mountain golem now can just do so much work. We got that blast bow to take out, and after that, guys, there's not that much to do major damage to our mountain golem, so he's going to be able to get huge numbers. And by huge, I mean we're already at 65%. We're still going. We're going to take out this next giant cannon, guys. The next mega hidden Tesla. The spear thrower. This mountain golem will not stop. Nothing can shut him down. Wait, the only thing that can stop him is time. We actually ran out of time on this first hit. Almost 15 short of 8K capital gold. That was crazy. This next hit, guys, we're just going to bring in 2 frost spells this time. There's nothing that can stop this mountain golem. This is really just where you force the app to quit after you start the raid and just go on to the next one, because this is a done deal. There's nothing that can hurt our mountain golem. We don't need the rest of the troops. We're just going to let the mountain golem come right in here and finish this thing off. Nice and easy. 2-hit triple. That's the story of this video. Nice and easy. Next up, guys, we got Dragon Cliffs. Now we are going to have to deviate from our plan a little bit here. We're going to be going back to the super miners with 2 frost spells. I'm going to send 8 of the super miners in here to the right-hand side. 2 of the super miners to the left. You can see they get some really nice pathing here, just carving out some cheap buildings on the left-hand side while this core group of 8 works along the right-hand side. And guys, the super miners, even though they've been nerfed several times in Clan Capital, most of the Dragon Cliffs you're going to face, the super miners will get the job done, and it won't be even close, guys. And as you can see right here, we are already pushing, again, 2/3 of the district down. I mean, now even more than that. 6,600 capital gold in our first hit. Now, this time we're going to bring in, again, 2 more frosts. We're going to frost in this core around this single inferno. Use our lightning to take out some cheap buildings here. Now we're going to use 8 of our super miners on the left-hand side. You don't have to do that, but it just seemed to work out in this scenario for me because I saw these buildings in the core. So I just sent 2 over there for just a cheap funnel to make sure we get those down. We don't have to go across all these super dragons again. Take out that district hall. Now it's just a matter of finish up these last couple spare buildings, guys. Nice and easy 2-hit triple. All those super dragons standing on the frost, they can't do anything. All right, guys, next up, Wizard Valley. Honestly, this has become one of the districts I don't really even enjoy hitting that much. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. I started out liking it, and it's just really not one of my favorites. So we got 10 super miners coming in here on this district. We're going to use 1 on the left-hand side for a funnel, a couple on the right-hand side for a funnel, just to get everything taken out so we can force the rest of our super miners here into the core. Once that funnel's established, you can see right here, we're just going to spam all these super miners in here. They're going to be able to come in, take out this giant cannon, work their way through, take out this single inferno, get the district hall taken out, march their way in here toward this wizard tower, get it taken out as well. Approaching this next giant cannon, we don't get it taken out, but it is weakened up nicely. Right at 50%. So not a dominating attack, but we are set up nicely for our next one. Now here we're going to use a frost spell. I'm going to save a heal, and we're going to use our super miners from this far right-hand side. Just let them path around this peninsula. Take out all these trash buildings. I've got a couple super miners working along this left-hand side as well for a funnel. And then once these super miners start going into the core, that's where we're going to place our heal around this giant cannon so we can heal up our super miners, guys, and it's a done deal. Again, tons of troops left, not even close. 2-hit triple with the super miners, getting it done. Yeah, boy. Like I said, take them all day. For our last district, we got Barbarian Camp. Now we're going back to the Mountain Golem, and right here you can see we're going to use our barbarians and a few of these hog raiders in the core of the base here. Starting out just to get our funnel set, we want to send our mountain golem along the right hand side. That's where we'll place the endless haste spell. Get our mountain golem down, let him start going to work. And you can see we can take a ton of buildings out on this far right hand side. They're spaced out nicely, so there's not a ton of damage on our mountain golem. We can take out these couple super giants, which is really nice. Those are an annoying troop to face later on in a raid. And you can see we're just getting great value. We're holding on to, we've got our graveyard spells down, but we haven't lost any troops now to spawn graveyards yet. Bring in a few of our hog raiders. We're going to get down that rocket artillery. The graveyard spells are spawning skeletons for tanking for our mountain golem. We're getting huge value right here. We're able to get down this giant cannon. Our mountain golem is going to work through, take out these next super giants. You can see they're kind of annoying right there. Get the second giant cannon taken out. Almost get down that multi cannon. That would have been great, but close to 50%. So a really nice opener here. Now on our second hit, we're going to come again with the mountain golem. We've got our frost spell. We're going to use it in the core where that mega hidden Tesla is, where that rocket artillery is. Get our mountain golem coming in, place our graveyard spells down. Now we're going to get a few of our hog raiders going on the top side, take out those trash defenses up there, start spawning skeletons in the core. That way our mountain golem is protected. Bring the rest of our hog raiders down here from the bottom side, take out a couple of these defenses, spawn some more skeletons. And guys, just look at the health of our mountain golem. He is so healthy. We have so many skeletons spawning. We have hogs running around this district. Yeah, it's a nice and easy 2-hit triple. Getting it done on Barbarian Camp. Usually Barbarian Camp is the one district that's the hardest. So if you can get the 2-hit on it, you're set up really nice to get that perfect raid. All right, guys, and finally it's time for the finale, the Capital Peak. Now this Capital Peak is a unique layout, as you can see. We got a couple barbarians to clear out some trash buildings. And I brought a couple minion hordes because I thought I was going to be able to clear out these corners with the minions. But, I mean, look at these little boxes there. Obviously, there would be mega hidden Teslas there. I don't know why I didn't really think about that. But we kind of had to adjust our plan on the fly. So I do have a couple super miners. So we're going to use one in each corner to take out each mega hidden Tesla and this cannon. We got our barbarians coming in here, cleaning out some trash buildings, creating this funnel for our mountain golem to go right up the middle here. Now, I don't have a way to really deal with the super dragon right now. And we have the raid card and a couple super giants there. So it's our mountain golem stalling out really bad. Not able to get a ton of value. We did get that raid cart taken out and a few buildings there, but just not the push we wanted. Only 2,600 capital gold, and honestly, for our first hit, it was looking a little rough on this Capital Peak. For hit number 2, we're going to bring a super giant in and lure over the super dragon, bring our inferno dragon in to take out the super dragon. We do have to chase it for a little bit here, but we do get that super dragon taken out. That will be a key to letting our mountain golem do a little bit of work here in the core. We got a frostbow down, another graveyard, a couple graveyards there, and now we've got our mountain golem coming in. We use a couple hog raiders to stun these 2 giant cannons and also this blast bow. And I wanted this mountain golem to path into that blast bow, but instead the mountain golem is going up toward the single inferno. It's locked on. It's just melting our mountain golem, which is very unfortunate. We do take out the single inferno, so could have been a little worse if we didn't get taken out, but we do at least get it taken out, and we're at 50%, guys. We have a ton of this Capital Peak left. To be the perfect raid, I need to get it down in this one hit. So I brought a couple frost spells. We're going to frost both these rocket artilleries, this single inferno, and these the wizard tower and defenses in the core. I've got some hog raiders and some barbarians clearing out this far right hand side, and we're just going to let them work a little bit. We're going to save pushing with our mountain golem until we can get this funnel nice and established. Now we bring in our mountain golem. We've got a lightning spell to help reset on this single inferno if we need it. You can see our hogs are doing a nice job going around the top side of the base, coming in here and attacking these rocket artilleries. And luckily this single inferno is just out of range. It's not locking on to our mountain golem, so we're going to get this Capital Peak, the Capital Hall taken out right there on the Capital Peak. And our mountain golem, even though he ignores the single inferno for as long as possible, he does come back and finally get it taken out. The frost delaying that single inferno beam. And now it's a matter of cleanup, guys. We have done it. We have done the perfect raid, even though that Capital Peak hit was looking rough. Now, guys, if you haven't used the mountain golem, please give it a try with the endless haste spell. It is so strong, you won't regret it. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you do like it, please subscribe and hit that like button. Until next time, clash on, my friends.